Sir, sir,
about.
what's your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Dan Adams.
You just shot this man!
I'm sorry, like, he was disrespecting. He was making fun of me earlier and, like, running up, so I had to...
So you shoot him?
Deep-rooted corruption or just one bad apple? That's the story tonight on NBC News.
This is NBC Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm your host, Ray Rudd, joined with my co-host, Taylor Rudd. Tonight, received a clip of an on-duty police officer gunning down an unarmed man. Viewer discretion is advised.
I am not armed, I am not armed, I am not armed. Look, no armed, no guns. No guns, no guns, dude, no guns, what are you doing? Are you serious? No guns. I got no guns. You fucking for real? Why the fuck are you shooting at me? I got no guns.
As you can see by the video, Captain Wake Thompson of the Jackson County Sheriff's Office had no intention to stop shooting, and this incident probably would have resulted in the death of Alexander McShoa, if not for a car hitting the captain while he was climbing over the fence. You know, you always hear about these stories in situations with cops, but now seeing it with hard evidence, it's very hard to disprove. Truly, it's just sickening to think about the men who are currently employed at the JCSL.
You can say that again. I don't understand why more significant hiring checks are not put in place here. Clearly, Captain Thompson either had a hearing problem or a personal vendetta. Furthermore, I think the Jackson County Sheriff's Office give these officers a lot of independence in determining the use of force, which I can see might be beneficial, but someone needs to draw the line when there is an unnecessary discharge of a weapon.
I agree completely. There needs to be some accountability within the Sheriff's Office.
This video was received from a formal complaint, which has been reviewed and subsequently responded to, and with this, I quote, "This will be handled internally."
At the time of recording, we have not seen any change in Wake Thompson's rank nor pay grade. However, during the interview with the victim, we were told that Officer Wake received 1 strike. At this point, we at NBC News are left to ponder whether or not this is gross negligence or attempted murder on the officer's behalf.
Here's what the victim, Alexander McShoa, had to say about the incident. So I understand that you filed a complaint after this incident?
Yes.
And what was that result of the complaint?
The result of the complaint was the officer got a strike.
Okay, and are you happy with the said result?
No, not at all. I believe this officer should have been fired and charged with attempted murder.
And do you plan to take any action against that officer?
I'm currently seeking legal advice on that.
We at NBC News have reached out to Wake Thompson for a comment, but he has not yet responded. Looking to identify 2 persons of interest. If you have any information, please submit a tip on our tip hotline.
In other news, with the ERD command already under fire, another scandal hit the emergency response department. A probationary EMT shot and killed 2 people while on duty. Many details around the incident were not currently available, but NBC was able to find those answers.
Watch closely and see how Dan Adams, the former Emergency Response Department employee in question, produces a firearm and discharges it multiple times in the busy lakeside streets, killing 2 people.
Shoot Brian, shoot Brian.
Oh, Brian, stop moving,
Wait, no,
please.
shoot back to you, he's right there, he's right there. Look, he's in back of the... Oh, he has a gun. He has a gun.
User joined your channel.
Dan, why don't you just resign?
Because I've resigned 12 times, and they don't like that.
Oh, well, fucking...
Matthew has a gun.
User joined your channel.
Holy
Oh!
shit.
What? Oh!
You guys didn't see anything. No one's recording.
Oh!
Yeah, no one's recording.
We here at NBC News were curious as to which actions were taken by both EMS and law enforcement personnel, so we interviewed Hamza Wick, the ERD director. Here's what we had to say.
So you're saying that you're working on fixing the issues, so what are some improvements that you're thinking about making in the near future?
We are thinking now to remove a couple of our command is they're active command, I mean, and we are trying maybe working on making our members in the ERD more professional, dealing with the patients, you know, stuff like that.
As you can see by that interview, ERD Director Hamza Wick was not giving up anytime soon, implementing new SOPs and trying to rework the department from the ground up.
One thing we found odd was the lack of criminal charges against the man. This begins to raise the question that are members of the ERD impervious to criminal charges while on duty?
NBC reached out to the district attorney's office, but they refused to comment on any criminal ongoing proceedings.
In other news, we received special information from the ERD interim director saying that drones are coming in the next shipment to the island. Will this help fulfill the department submission or lead to more aviation accidents?
Drones in the ERD, corruption in the JCSO, interim directors?
All these questions and more answered next week on NBC News. My name is Ray Rudd.
And I'm Taylor Rudd.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.